Sup, y'all, bring you guys another video. So I came across a couple articles that relates to Joel Diaz and Avni Yildirim. As we all know, or if you guys didn't know, Joel Diaz trained Avni Yildirim for his fight against Canelo, and we all know how that ended up. Canelo made it look very easy, stopped Avni Yildirim. Avni Yildirim quit on the stool, um, and yeah, he didn't really put much of a fight. So I was on boxing scene reading some articles, and as you guys can tell by the headline of the article, Joel Diaz receiving death threats over Yildirim's loss to Canelo. And he was quoted in the article saying, and I quote, it reads, "There are messages that I have from people in Turkey where they are telling me that they are going to kill me because I sold out Yildirim. That instead of improving him, I made him worse. That everything I did was worse. In fact, they are asking me how much Canelo paid me for putting my fighter in that position. They say you're Mexican, Canelo's Mexican. We know he paid you a few $1,000,000 to do that to Yildirim." Oh my goodness. And it goes on to read, "I'm not selling myself so they can hurt a fighter. If the boxer wins and looks good, I win. I look good. So I wanted my fighter to shine so people can say, what a fight this bastard gave, and Joel trained him. But it's not my fault that a boxer did not pay attention to my instructions because he did not do anything that we worked on in training camp." So I guess that means he's no longer going to train Yildirim. And then he goes on to say that, talking about Yildirim, he feels that he has disappointed his homeland, does not want to go back to Turkey. He cried in the bathroom and said nothing. Yeah, the Turkish fans are very, how do I say this? They're crazy passionate fans of Avni Yildirim. They they're very passionate fans of Avni Yildirim. If Yildirim won this fight, he would have been a major superstar in Turkey. But obviously, he got his ass whooped. And I feel like Turkish fans should just admit that. Or Avni Yildirim fans should just admit that. He got his ass whooped. Canelo's just in a completely different league. And what did you expect? Did you really think Yildirim was going to pull off the big upset after not fighting 2 years and, fighting the #1 pound for pound king? There's no way he was going to win this fight to begin with. Stylistically speaking, his style was just perfect for Canelo too. And plus, I don't know why people are blaming Joel Diaz. It's not Joel Diaz's fault. It's Avni Yildirim's manager. If you go watch the fight back and you watch the corner, you could see that the manager of Avni Yildirim telling Joel Diaz to stop the fight. So it's not Joel Diaz's fault. Joel Diaz was actually willing to give Yildirim one more round. He was willing to give him one more round, telling him that he needs to show him something or else he'll stop the fight. But the corner, or the manager of Avni Yildirim, who the hell's his manager again? You see him all the time. Let me Google him real quick. He's always in his pictures when you Google him. This guy, this mofo right here. This is the manager. This is the manager of Avni Yildirim. That's the manager of Avni Yildirim. He told Joel Diaz to stop the fight. So if you're gonna blame somebody, it's this guy. It's this guy. At least in my opinion. I think Joel Diaz is a spectacular trainer. I think he does well for his boxers. He trains his boxers to help them improve and help them win. It's just that Avni Yildirim had no chance to beating Canelo. And by the way, Avni Yildirim right now looks like he's planning to return in May, May 2021. He recently stated, and I quote, I'll read it for you guys. The article reads, or quotes him saying, "There are victories and there are defeats in sports. I had a heavy defeat. Even though I haven't been in the ring for the last 2 years or the fact that I've undergone 2 surgeries, I will not look for excuses even though the opponent in front of me was Canelo, the best boxer in the world. Congratulations to Canelo. He deserves to be in the top of the world by far. My defeat was very painful, but now it is time to stand up again. As long as I am in good health, I will work harder and come back stronger. I will enter the ring as soon as possible, honor everyone, and if you allow me, I will win your hearts back. I'll make that promise to you. Thank you very much for supporting me until this very today. I also apologize for hurting you with the loss. The remedy will come very soon. I'm getting ready for the middleweight match that will take place in May 2021. May. So Looks like he's moving, dropping down to 160. Looks like he's moving down in weight, which is I think would be a good move for Avni Yildirim. I feel like that's a good move for Avni Yildirim. I feel like moving down to 160 will probably be better for him. I feel like he'll be a lot stronger and faster at 160. So why not? Plus 168 right now. I mean, the main man is Canelo, and he already had his chance. So obviously he won't be able to do much at 168, knowing that 168 is already ruled by somebody that beat him easily without any problem. So yeah, Joel Diaz doesn't deserve this. Avni Yildirim, to the fans out there of Avni Yildirim, just support Avni Yildirim. Just support him. You don't have to go out there and sending death threats and all that. It's crazy, crazy, crazy fans in the sport of boxing. But anyway, I'm excited to see Avni Yildirim back, man. At 160, I feel like he'll do a lot better at 160. Or at least I'm hoping he will. And Joel Diaz, I don't know if he'll continue to train Avni Yildirim. I wouldn't mind seeing to see how they'll improve as a pair. I feel like Joel Diaz is a great trainer. I mean, he's done a great job with Timothy Bradley. Uh, you know, pretty much training Timothy Bradley to become a world champion before Bradley left him. But yeah, man. Yeah, Joel Diaz doesn't deserve this. There's no way in hell he got paid to make Yildirim look bad. That's ridiculous. Such ridiculous statements. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Like always, have a great day. All right, thanks.